Nice turn. Origi turn, shoot!
Build the dream in FIFA 20, pay less and get more, and use the code TVM at checkout for a bigger discount. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to the road to glory. We're going to jump into some gameplay in just a second. I've got quite a few games to get through, but I want to show you this first because otherwise you'll be like, hang on, what are these players he's playing with? I don't understand what's going on. So, I sold Ramos, as I said I was going to. We actually sold a few other things as well. Alvarez, or the second one that we bought off the market, sold for 3,006. Conte sold for 2,800. We got him in a pack, of course. Diaz was already on the market for 700. Ramos, 192. Not too bad. There was one on the market for 188, so I listed about 4 or 5k above, and as predicted, he sold. Bit of bronze pack method. I'm not going mental with it, but I am doing a bit. I'm actively trying to gain a few coins here or there while filling the club up in anticipation for certain SBCs. Let's clear that off and just relist everything that we have so you can see how many. So yeah, as you can see, there's quite a few bronze players there. There's nothing too crazy in terms of like the amount of money that they are worth. There's one there, Badu, 3,900. I probably should have had a look to see how much he was going for because I genuinely don't think we're going to get 4k for him. There's a few others here, like that guy. For some reason, and I should look through the SBCs to find out, every Swiss league player is upwards of 2-3k, sometimes even more, like this guy was yesterday. But I haven't actually sold any of them yet, so I don't really know what the deal is. I probably, like I said, I probably should look at some SBCs. Let me show you the team though, because I have obviously spent money. We've only got 84,000 coins left. I was on stream yesterday and I was playing some games, and I played one game where I didn't buy anyone, and it'll be the first game that you see in just a second. And then I was like, I'm being left behind. People I'm coming up against have better teams than me already, so I need to go and spend the money. Spend a few thousand here or there, and in the end, I think I've spent as much as I'm going to before we do our next set of rewards, which incidentally is in a minute. Well, at the end of the video anyway. So let's go into the team. This is what it looks like currently. We need to apply some contracts here or there, but I've kept the two centre-backs, I've kept the goalkeeper, we've kept the right-back. We've got Schultz now at left-back. So 7 games played on Schultz so far. We paid 15,750 coins for him, which I think is a reasonable price at this stage of the game. I actually thought he was going to be around 20k, so that's not too bad at all. Do I like him? He's okay. I don't have any complaints. He's a little bit better than what Max was for us, which was our left-back before him, of course. And like I said, I don't have any complaints there. Just apply that contract, stop that flashing. I know Rodri needs one as well. Right, into the midfield then. Brandt and Tolisso. Tolisso, of course, we packed. He's played 9 games for us so far. We packed him. He's actually my CDM. I've got a backbone on him. Once we unlock the season objective Tolisso, he will probably replace this version, so the 85. We get a backbone on him. He's then a tremendous... Look how good these stats are. He's got 88 stand tackle and 85 defensive awareness with 81 interceptions. He's good enough, and the 85 rated car will be even better again, so that's awesome. Brandt remains there. Gnabry we packed, of course, he comes in. Coutinho, the ones to watch is in packs right now, and the inform was in packs before that, so I've probably paid a little bit more than I should have done, but I was looking at all the available left-sided players, and to be fair, Coutinho was the only one that he stood out a mile above everybody else. You know, you've got the likes of Perisic, which looked good. There were a couple of others in there that I was debating, but Coutinho was the one that just had the far better agility and ball control and dribbling. The only thing he lacked was pace. Hunter fixes it. He doesn't feel slow in game. He's actually got 3 goals in 7 games with 2 assists. And considering I've been playing absolutely terrible the last few days, I'm not actually that displeased by it. I went out and bought Timo Werner. Of course, Paco Alcacer remains our main striker, but next to him now, Timo Werner. Not the best of returns. I say that, actually. 5 goal contributions in 4 games. So maybe it is. It just doesn't feel like he's had a very good return. But apparently he has, so maybe I'm talking absolute nonsense. 54,000 coins, though. It's a lot of money to spend, but he was the cheapest by about 4k. And then, of course, Paco Alcacer with 23 goal contributions in 25 games for only 5,000 coins. Don't mind if I do. I actually went out and bought Thuram as well. I don't know how I feel about him though. We've got a Hunter on him. He hasn't scored yet. He hasn't really done anything. I just don't really think he suits the way I play. So I don't know how much longer he'll remain at the club. To be fair, I'm going to keep him because his teammate, and I always struggle with his name, Pla, he could be getting an inform. If he does, Thuram should go up in price for the hyperlink, and people obviously want to try and build hybrids. So we'll keep him for now, but just know that it's more of an investment than it is anything else. I'm also tempted to go and buy the ones to watch of Thorgan Hazard. And the reason why is because he's only like 20-25k, but he plays for Dortmund and he's fairly regular. So it surely is only a matter of time before he goes out and gets himself an inform, and then that'll be worth selling on. And of course we can use him as a super sub until then, and we can sell this one who is out of packs. He's not exactly done tremendously for us, and he's worth about 9k. And then of course the ones to watch is only an extra 10,000. So really for 10-15k I could get, and do you know what? We're doing it right now. I'm going to do it right now. 9k. It's been nice seeing you. 6,900 coins. We'll get him gone, and we'll go and get the ones to watch. We're going to do some investments and things here. I do a lot of stuff on the Football Index, right? And I know a lot of you hate me banging on about it, but you know I'm going to say it anyway because I love it. The Football Index is a football stock market, and you have to sort of assess how players play in real life as to whether their price go up or down. I feel like I can apply my knowledge and my experience with Football Index into FIFA this year. People talking in sort of trading terms, and the traders are talking, and I'm understanding a lot more about what they mean, and in fact I've got a lot more insight than what they're giving as well. Not that I'm saying I'm an expert, but I kind of like, I go into detail in my brain about it, so I'm kind of thinking Hazard will be a very good investment. There are a couple of others that would be good investments as well, but without any further ado, let's get into the gameplay, and then we'll revisit the live portion, because we do have quite a few packs to open. I apologise that my face cam is in the bottom left. It might cover a few things here or there, but obviously these are games from stream yesterday. If you watched the stream, oh, what a shocker. I've done nothing in that stream but complain about the game, which is stupid because I love the game. I don't understand why I was moaning about it. Watching the clips back, and half of it is just, well, I'd say more than half of it is my fault. But no, to be fair, the gameplay was a little bit slow and heavy, and the passing was very unresponsive. But still, even with that, it's such a good game that I really need to stop moaning. I've watched a few defensive tutorials because for some reason the side of my defense. Wait, how am I going to say this? The defensive side of my game, maybe something like that, has just fallen to pieces. I don't know what it is, but I can't defend. And I've watched a couple of videos, and I kind of feel a little bit sort of revitalized. So we'll revisit that tomorrow because I'm not playing any more in this episode. Tom Shaw comes in with a big boy comment. He says, "You are the most underrated YouTuber. Thoroughly enjoy your FIFA content. More than other YouTubers. You are an absolute legend." And for everyone who thumbs that up as well, thank you very much for being idiots and enjoying my content, really, because this is top quality trash. Let's be honest with each other. I've missed a penalty. There's no surprise. Penalties in this game are ridiculously difficult to score. It's so easy to save as well because you can tell where they're going, especially with the new system that they've got. That's a great goal from Julian Brandt, by the way. We'll talk about Julian Brandt in a little bit because there's something I might do. This is something we want to talk about before we get into any more comments, though. Look at Boateng's body. He moves out of the way of this shot and then back in. It's like the game forces him out the way because it doesn't want the ball to get deflected, and he scores from that shot. It was just something that drove me nuts. It happened a lot last year with goalkeepers. You see like the clips of the goalkeeper's arm bending and arching over the ball because it wants it obviously is programmed for the ball to go in, and the goalkeeper's going to get there. It doesn't know what to do, so it just moves the keeper out of the way. That's exactly what it did with Boateng. There's an issue apparently. Anyone else getting a weird stutter on the face cam every so often? I have absolutely no idea what that is. Maybe my camera is broke. I don't really know. It only happens on certain videos, and it only happens every now and again. And if it's happening right now, then I apologize. I don't really know what it is. I don't know what to do. I can't really do anything to try and fix it. I mean, maybe I could buy a new camera and see if that does the job, but if it doesn't, then I've bought a new camera for nothing. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll buy a new camera. I'll look into it and I'll see if we can maybe we can get a different one and see if that fixes it. I genuinely don't know what the problem is. It's not rendering settings because these are the same settings I was using last year because we had problems with it already this year. So I've got no idea, and I apologize if you are seeing that. This is a big question, and it's got nothing to do with the road to glory, but Crazy Drummer says, am I going to continue the Bolton career mode? And when I first released it, and a lot of you don't care, but I'm going to say anyway, when I first released the Bolton career mode, it didn't get like hardly any views, no attention whatsoever, and I decided no, because the whole point of the first episode was to gauge the reaction, and I said that in the video multiple times, and the reaction just wasn't that great. Now that I look back at it, it's got a lot of views, and it's got a reasonable amount of likes. The problem is it didn't save, so if I was to do it, I'd have to go back and replicate everything, which wouldn't be that difficult, I'm sure, but I don't know, to be honest. I'm edging on the side of no, but I might try one more and see where the land lies. But I don't know. I wouldn't hold your breath anyway. I'm so on the fence with it. What else are we saying here? Kramaric feels like a poor man's Lewandowski with a Hunter. 21 goals in 18 games. He really misses. My issue with Lewandowski in general, right? We had a loan in yesterday's stream. I played with him like 3 games, I think. The first game disconnected and it counted as a game. I hadn't even loaded into the game at that point, which was really irritating. But I played 3 games with him, and I don't know whether it's because he's just scored now. Look, I don't know whether it was because I just wasn't getting on with the game, or whether it was because I genuinely didn't like him. But I just couldn't get on with him. I wasn't a fan with Lewandowski. So if Kramaric is a poor man's Lewandowski, don't know. Look at this for a goal. Cross comes in from the corner, and I'm the one that heads it in. Ready? Let's go back and look at a replay. Ball comes in, and I think it's Jonathan Tah up there, and he loops it over the top of his own goalkeeper in the 89th minute to deny me the 3 points. Honestly, at this rate, I am going to struggle to get enough points together to qualify for FUT Champs. I am struggling so bad to get the points. I've played a lot of rivals the last couple of days, and I've only gone up like 100, 200 points because I'm just not playing very well. My finishing is suffering for whatever reason, but my defensive side of my game... Why can't I say that? The defensive side of my game is so poor. As we get a penalty, that of course is saved because it's so easy to tell. Haven't watched you yet, but I swear if you've packed Ronaldo... Well, I mean, it wasn't Ronaldo, was it, in yesterday's episode? But to be fair, it wasn't that far off. Well, kind of. Sergio Ramos is one hell of a player to pick up in a pack, and of course it's helped us tremendously now because we have a much better team. The problem that I have is now there might be a little bit more expectation on me to do well. Don't expect it. Yesterday's episode I said that I wanted to try and hit elite this year, and after yesterday and the day before's performances, honestly I'd be lucky to hit gold 3. If I continue to play the way that I have been playing. I'm more than happy to sit down though and play all of my matches through the entire weekend. So I'm going to be playing a lot more in terms of games through the weekend league. I just hope that I can string the performances together. In the final minute of the first half, I went from missing a clear-cut opportunity because it just took too long to release the ball. I pressed shoot, nothing happened for hours. We lost the ball. They counter-attacked and scored. That's a nice goal by Julian Brandt, who, by the way, is by far my favourite player in this team. He is Kevin De Bruyne. There goes Paco Alcacer through on goal, and I shouldn't have hit it across the keeper, and that's something that I've learned in the last few days. Not learned, but something that I'm going to try and force into my game. I'm going off muscle memory from FIFA 19, so on corners defensively I'm pressing A to clear them. Shouldn't be doing that, should be pressing B, the shoot button essentially. That's how you clear things in the penalty area this year. You don't pass it out, you just get it out. The other thing is near post. Need to shoot to the near post unless you can wrap it round the keeper with a finesse shot. And the defensive side of my game, I need to stop using second man press as often as I do because it's really costing me by moving players out of position. And that brings us back to the present day, shall we say. The team is looking good. Tolisso is going to get an upgrade. The centre-back situation is okay. I really do need a shadow on Boateng because I do feel that he's getting left behind defensively. The new way of defending, shall we say, I'm going to try and implement it. Basically, I need to stop using second-man press as much as I have been. And I need to actually try and tackle. I tend to try and use the body weight of the centre-backs or whoever is making the challenge. And I just need to make sure that I am pressing B. I never slide tackle as well. And from watching a few pros, they slide tackle a lot more this year because it's half slide, half sort of block tackle. And I think that that's very important, so I'm going to be trying to implement that a little bit as well. But I was tempted to try and go for Hernandez's ones to watch before I bought Werner, but I decided that Boateng with a shadow will be more than sufficient until Hernandez's price comes down when he comes back into packs. In terms of Julian Brandt, what was I thinking? What was I mentioning before? I am very tempted to sell this card for, what are we saying, 30,000 coins, somewhere around that region, and then I'm tempted to add 30k to that and go and get the ones to watch. Because, again, like Hazard, he plays for Dortmund. He isn't a regular for Dortmund, to be fair, but they've got so many games with regards to Champions League and domestic competitions and things. I wouldn't put it past them to rotate heavily. And Brandt is obviously one of their new signings. He has started twice this season. He's done well in both games. He has played 5 times, I think, coming on as sub. So, I've got a funny feeling he will start more games regularly soon. And like I said, he does well when he plays for them. They are one of the best teams in Germany. It's highly likely he's going to get himself an inform. One inform takes him to an 86, and then all of a sudden, you've got a card worth over 100k. So, like Hazard, I think it would be a good investment. I don't want to use all the coins, but I think that's what I'm going to do. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. There was a comment from someone. How do you see if it's an inform? We'll talk about that when we open packs in a second. Not that I'll be able to pack an inform and show you, but I will explain it. And then Callum Newman. As a Liverpool fan, I'd go nowhere near Owen. I just hate the man. And I can more than understand, because I'm not a massive fan of him myself. But I am just sort of dragging my memory back to when he played for Liverpool and he wasn't a knob. So anyway, we've got 2 pre-order packs in store, but we do have squad battle rewards. I made sure that I finished gold 2. We were in gold 3. I was about 1,500 points away. So I went in and played a game on Legendary, managed to slap the AI 5-0. Luckily for me, it was nearly a full bronze team. So, yeah, I showed them who's boss. And then we picked up gold 2. You can imagine. Gold 3. No, it was gold 2. Happy days. I mean, I didn't play an awful lot of it, but we do pick up 11,000 coins, which is the extra money, incidentally, on top of the sale of Thorgan Hazard that will buy the ones to watch Hazard. Happy days. We pick up a premium gold players pack, which is obviously a 25k, and then a prime mixed players pack, which isn't too great. I said earlier we've got a lot of packs to open. Why can't I play the team of the week? Is it because we need to wait for the new team of the week? I don't know. Oh, look at that. 24 chemistry. Oh, I'm going to put that on ultimate, mate. It's got a goalkeeper at right back. Look at the state of it. Striker in midfield, CDM at right mid, a CM at striker, a right back at centre mid. It's a shame he doesn't have a striker in goal, but I mean that's a brilliant one. That's going to go on ultimate for sure. This one, a little bit, yeah, okay, no, still not bad. Luis Suarez up front is going to cause me problems. I don't mind playing. I mean, even that isn't great, is it? Jesus wept. 3, right? 3 teams I can put on Legendary. If I beat, say if I beat 2 of them 5-0, like if I don't beat that 5-0, I've got problems. But if I beat 2 of them 5-0, that's 5,000 points. That's an extra 2,000 points anyway, just for a win. So that's 7,000, 8.5. And then, of course, we have 10,000 points from beating Team of the Week as well. So there's 10,000 points right there from those 3 games and the 2 featured squads when we get to play Team of the Week again. That is, I mean, what do we... Can I... It's not going to show me last week, is it? Of course it's not, because they've changed the system. I don't... What was it? I think I finished on... I think I had like 12.5, 13,000 points. I think that was gold too. So, I mean, I'll have... Just from playing those 5 games, I'll have 10,000 points. And then all I have to do then is play like 1 or 2 here or there, and we can maybe even get gold 1 next week. What? Just out of curiosity, what are the gold 1 rewards? An extra pack. So we get the same what we just got, but a 15k on top, which isn't great. Elite 3 is a mega pack, 2 25ks and 12k coins. With that, I might actually go and do it. There is a fair chance I will do it. We'll see. I do have to qualify for Foot Champs though, so that's going to take priority. 4 packs to open. We've picked up our coins, 96,000 now. I said we got a few packs to open. It's not that many really, is it? And they're not great, but anyway, let's get into it. So the way you tell if it's a walkout, no, not a walkout, an inform. We're not going to find out from this, but you can see on the sides, there as it comes down, it will be the same pattern as an inform. So you'll get like the gold background and then loads of black sort of splashes and bits all over the sides of the tunnel. When the black veil is removed, you'll see it again in a second. But we're not going to pack it in form, so you're not going to get to see it. But it does the same thing for a ones to watch, but obviously it's pink, not gold, because the ones to watch are basically pink. There we go. Just put that on the club. No duplicates. What we like to see. We'll do a rare gold pack. This is the pre-order pack, of course. We will keep the pre-order packs all year, unlike last year, I think. So as this opens, it's not going to be a board. But again, on the left and right hand side of the tunnels, there it was. The black sort of splash comes away and it reveals gold. And if it's got loads of black bits in the gold, it's an inform. That's how you tell. That guy is probably going to be inform on Wednesday, so that's a bit of a shame. That's a fair question from Flayed Embers. We'll get to that. So, oh, hello. Pep sells for money because people are weird and they want Pep and Klopp. I don't know why you'd want Pep and Klopp as your manager. It literally makes no difference. But we can get around 2,000 coins for that manager, which is well weird. 2 stadiums in there as well. We could sell them for 200, but oh, do you know what? Let's just sell them for 200. When are they going to be worth 200 ever again? Squad fitness in there as well. Ceballos is not worth selling, and this guy again. If I'm going to sell him, it would be worth selling him on Thursday. Or yeah, Thursday, Wednesday. I don't know when the best time to do a flip is, but either way. So, Flynn Ember says, "Will you be playing mostly weekend league this year, or pick and choose like last year?" I think for the first, let's do the premium gold players pack. I got proper itchy nose, man. I think for the first couple of weeks. Oh, that's a board, isn't it? No, maybe it's not actually. I don't know why I thought it was. That flare proper threw me off. It's gonna be Meunier. That's a dupe, I think. I didn't think I used him, so that's a, what is he, 4 or 5k duplicate? Yeah, it is a duplicate. Cool beans. I was like, where is he? Mignolet was in form last week, of course. I don't know whether any of them are worth any money. I won't bore you by checking today. What a player in real life this guy is, by the way. I've already mentioned Football Index once in this video, but I'll mention it again. If you are part of that platform, link down below. Use code whatever it is, 38 something something something. It is down below. This guy's a great investment. He's so cheap and he's so good. He takes the penalties, I think. He's the captain, so he plays every game and he gets loads of assists. I mean, just brilliant. Anyway, only a matter of time, by the way, before he gets himself an inform. He got an assist last week or on the weekend, so you never know. He might actually get himself an inform this week, although I doubt it. This guy's not worth anything, but we're going to save Meunier. The reason I don't want to sell him now is because he's bound to go up in the future. It's a relatively high-rated right-back. So, yeah, let me open the last pack, and then we'll talk about the whole weekend league and rivals and such as we progress through. Can we get at least a board? It is a board. It's not a walkout, but it's a board. It's not an inform either, and it's Spanish, which means it's completely dead. It's going to be Javi Martinez of Bayern Munich. I mean, to be fair, that does fit the team, but I don't think I'm going to be using it because his pace is absolutely atrocious. He can't be worth that much money, otherwise I would have entertained the idea. But nothing else doing in there. We got another Gil of Ogui. How much is Javi Martinez right now? Yeah, literally nothing. He costs nothing. I mean, if I had the cojones to go out and invest in players like this, I really would, but I just don't have that. I don't know why. I can't bring myself to go and take chances and invest in certain players. So, I mean, at the moment, they're just not worth selling. I'd rather keep them until they are worth something, because they will be. They'll be required for something. They'll be worth something at some point. So, I mean, him, in the future, for League SBC, for instance, he'll be 5-6k. And then for a certain SBC where you need players from, like, I don't know, you need like an 82, 83 rated squad, and you have to have 4 nationalities from the same league or something, he'll be worth money. It will happen eventually. I'd rather just keep him for now and then eventually either sell him or use him in an SBC. So unfortunately, the pack luck didn't continue there, which was a huge shame. But it's not the end of the world. Now, let's talk about Weekend League. So, at the moment, right, I'm not dreading it. I'm actually looking forward to see where we finish in the first week. But What are we? Oh, we've only played 11 rival games, which is quite embarrassing, really, when you think about it. And we've only played 19 squad battle games, although that will change. Although saying that, I've played more than that, but they're just minimum semi-pro, because I've done a lot on beginner just to get some objectives done. Speaking of which, I really do need to get going on my Ndombele objectives. My week 1 goal isn't too far away. Win 2 matches in rivals by 2 or more. Will 100% get that done. And then score a header in 2 separate rivals matches using a player or players who have 82 physical or higher. I'm going to actively have to try and do that. There's no way I'll naturally do it because neither one of my strikers have high physical. I'd either have to score with a defender or, like I said, actively go after it and then maybe build a team with just high physical. So the first week of Weekend League for me is going to be almost a placement. And there he goes. It's going to be a case of me going through the games, trying my best to just play and hope that I can, and just see where we finish. I'm not going to put a label or a sort of goal on where I want to finish first week because I don't have any idea how good other people are going to be compared to me. I just don't know what it's like. I'm playing in Division 5 right now. Some games are super easy, some games are very hard, and it's just difficult to know what my level is and who we'll be matching up against. But the first week is definitely going to be that placement, and then we'll gauge. Like squad battles isn't really going to become a regular thing because it's not. I just don't enjoy it as much this year. It's not that fun to play against the AI. Last year, because gameplay was so bad, it was a lot more fun to play against the AI than it was to play online because there was less sort of nonsense. Oh, he's very expensive on PC. We're looking at around 68,000. So you're probably looking at an extra 38,000 to get the ones to watch Brandt. And then you're looking at an extra 10, 15k max to get Hazard. So I'm not against that, I don't mind that at all. I don't really need to buy anyone to improve the team going forward. We'd still have about 30, 40k for bronze packs and some SBCs and such. I might do it. I really might. Let me know what you think down below. Should we pick up the ones to watch Brandt and the ones to watch Hazard as investments? And of course we will use them in the team. Let me just drop you on your head. No, let me drop you into the squad screen and we can just very briefly talk about that. So squad battles are a no-no. Weekend League at the moment is probably going to be the main focus, and then we'll just top up the games to get to rank 2, maybe sometimes rank 1 if we're that close, and I don't mind playing the extra games in rivals. But I'm not going to force myself to play Weekend League this year. If one week I don't fancy it, I'll just miss it out. If I've got something on and I'm thinking, it's going to be a struggle to squeeze the games in, we'll just skip it, Informs very rarely make the team. Like, at the moment they will. Of course they will. But going forward, in maybe, I don't know, a month or so, informs tend to sort of not be good enough unless you get the best of the best. And we've only managed to pack once in a red player pick did we get the best team of the week, and that was João Cancelo when he was 87 rated, like the highest team of the week card, and it wasn't even that great at the time. So yeah, I'm not going to force myself to do it basically, but we will play a lot of Weekend League, of course we will. But at the moment I'm enjoying the game, so that's why. But who knows what will happen after the first patch. Speaking of which, I'm predicting that we're going to get the first patch tomorrow. On PC at least. I think console might have to wait another week. That, though, will do it for today's episode. The team is looking much, much stronger. I've got some tips under my belt now with regards to defending and, of course, shooting. So, theoretically, at least, we should start picking up some results. I desperately need to play more rival games because we need those points. If I go and look at Foot Champions, I don't know whether it's going to show me here how many points we have. Qualification progress down here. I could have just done this. We only have 851 points. Now from rival rewards we should get about, I don't know, 100 points or something, so I need to pick up just over 1,000 points to qualify. I've got just under 4 days to do it. There's plenty of time left. I can do it, I will do it, but it's going to be a grind. Tomorrow I think we might actually do a draft because I don't know why, I'm feeling it. I am really feeling a draft. and some more packs maybe to pack some better things. Who knows? If you have enjoyed today's episode, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index. The game changed. Download the app now.